everyone, this is Espert, and I am here with a new special art video. Um, Me and my friend decided this year to try like an art prompt each month. So this was our January prompt, and I thought I would share it with you guys. All right, so the theme, I'm just jumping right in. I went and had a pre-image drawn out, and I scanned it in, and here I am just going in and working on the outline. So the theme for this was we was supposed to pick a show we liked and draw ourselves in the style of the show. So kind of style challenge. And I went with Transformers Animated. I love that series. And so here I am trying to draw myself in that style. I found out very quickly they work with a lot of sharp edges. It's very clean cut, very sharp. So you're going to see a lot of, I decided to go with a lot of line work, strong lines, and I redo things a lot. So probably thinking this is an odd way to go about this. I do not have like a tablet or anything like this. I learned in college how to use the mouse. That is the way I learned. So that is what I'm doing. I learned on Photoshop. I do not own Photoshop though, so I am using a program called Krita. It has a lot of tools similar to Photoshop, but I am still rough on a few things, so you might see me go to the different spots a few times trying to figure out what I want to do. So, but yeah, here I am. We are drawing out the eyes. I'm using a lot of my line tool here. Trying to think what it's called. It's called differently in here than what it was. And well, that was a big piece. That way too big. It's not the magnetic like lasso. One where you can actually like warp it around. I was so thankful that they had this tool though in the Krita. It's so much easier, especially with something with such strong lines. Can't do that easily by hand with the mouse. So it helps a lot. When I did not have like me trying to sketch this out on this video. I had that pre-done. But that actually was quite a struggle to do something in someone else's style. You keep finding yourself wanting to do your own thing. And then you look back at your references of the artwork and you're like, oh, wait, they don't do anything like that. So it was interesting. It was very interesting. You just had to kind of push yourself for a difference. I love this style. I think it's really fun. It's a fun little cartoony style. I'm very much an animated character style is some of my favorite stuff to do. As you can tell by a lot of my speed art, I stick with characters. I'm not a big background person or anything like this. I love character designs. But I did find it challenging to try to do it in a different style. But it was fun. It's fun to learn different styles with it all. And how do you like this format? I'm doing some dialogue here. I probably won't do that with most of my speed arts. I'll probably stick with my same format, but with just playing the music. But I wanted to talk about this and explain what I was doing since it's so different. I'm doing it digitally this time. See, I outlined it. I'd scanned in my image that I'd done on paper. And I used it as like an outline. So I get my outline in here. Now I'm going in, selecting the areas I want the same color, and just filling it in. So deciding on a skin tone, got a few different choices I'm not liking here. So yes, this art prop, me and my friend both enjoy drawing. Well, we decided it would be a fun thing to start once a month, maybe doing an art prompt, about come up with different ideas and challenges to do. And as long as things go well, I'll keep recording them, because I'd like to do them digitally, but we shall see what happens. But we put it as just once a month because there's life happens. We both have stuff to do in the month, and we didn't want to pressure either one of us into trying to think, into rushing it. That's what I'm trying to say. We didn't want to rush each other. We want to take our time in our own time and get it done how we wanted it done. I didn't want to have to slap something together last minute just to fulfill the prompt or anything like this. I wanted to have fun with it. That's the whole point on doing this with her. And so, yeah, I very much enjoyed this. I think it was a good, fun start. I think this next one will be fun, but I'm not going to tell you what the prompt is for February here. I know this video is coming out in February. I got this done. I got everything recorded. It's just taking me a little bit to edit it. But you'll get them whenever I have it done and edited. They're like little bonuses, little happy bonus videos. But I'll try to keep getting them up. Try to pick out the color. This is not an outfit I would wear because I do not like long sleeves, I will say. I am not a long sleeve person at all. I run way hot for long sleeves. But I noticed in Transformers Animated, everyone seems to have long sleeves. It is very prominent in the human characters. And this is very much like a style they have. It seems like many of them have stripes. Some sort of big, bold chunk of a stripe in their outfit. It was very odd because some of them looked like older, like 60s, 70s clothes. I'm not sure. I'm not great with dating the clothes, but it was just very strange to see it. And this is what I came up with. I colored in the colors I would like. I did see one or two characters with pretty bright orange clothes, so that is actually pretty good to character. Right here, I'm selecting everything. I'm going to invert it so I have just the outline. And now what I'm doing is I'm going to go over it with a black, and it fills in that last little bit that didn't quite get the first time, so you don't have that little white effect that kind of is between your coloring and your line. So I'm just hitting that really good here is what I'm doing. So I think should be almost done if that's what I'm already doing. See what I'm doing. Oh, I'm shading next. That's right. Shading next. So there's still a little bit more to do. But trying to make some decisions here. Deciding that's not going to work. The shadowing is sharp too. I'm trying to decide here. Like, no, this is not going to work. Let's go with the line tool. I'm going to go the same thing here. I'm doing it fairly chunky. So I'm blocking it out. I selected all the coloring, so I can't accidentally get my other colors. So now I'm using the paintbrush and just filling it in. So there we go. Filling all those in that shading in I like. Decided that needed to go down a little bit more. Go. I'm one that I zoom in way close. I'm a zoomer for sure. I see some artists that can just draw away and not zoom in. I'm like, how can you see that? I am. I'm trying to get all the little shadows in and make it look good. So honestly, you see the final image, you probably won't see most of those, but I like them. that in there. It's interesting. You got to pick colors that not only are the tone it would be shaded, but it's got to also match the other shading. You can't have the shading in the eye be a lot darker than the skin shading or something, because that just doesn't make sense. So you got to pay attention to what colors you're picking for your shades. Here in this one, I decided the hair was actually darker than I liked. I liked the darkness of the hair, but I didn't want to go darker. So what I decided was that I was actually going to lighten up the front and do a highlight instead. That's what I'm doing here. I'm blocking off to do some highlights. Gotta be careful though. I did much thinner lines there. Gotta watch my painting a little bit more when I do that. Yeah. Blue. If I was actually making my glasses fully correctly, I would give it spots too, because it's got kind of a turtle, what's it called? The tortoise shell coloring. It's like a blue with some black in it. But honestly, it looks mostly black with blue tortoise, but I went with the blue. I decided I made the line way too thin, making it thicker, so it's easier to paint here. Like, yeah, there we go, much quicker. Gotta go skinny in there so I don't hit the arm. Get down to these very pointy shoes. They had very sharp shoes. Honestly, these are not shoes I'd wear. I did go with flats, though. I do not wear heels, so that is something I tried to make it close to their outfits, but still kind of true to how I would want it. If I was getting their fashion, my pick of their fashion, that's what I went with. So, doing some straight lines, figured out that would be a lot easier for a lot of these sharp edges already. Clean up our deep. Those feet in there. Those legs just look so strange to me. They're so sharp, but that was very much how they was looking on some of the characters, and it's funny looking. It's funny. It looks fine as cartoons, but when you actually try to repeat some of the drawings that some cartoonists make, it's just like, why did you decide with that shape? It looks odd, but it is, and it looks great once it's all done. I am very happy with how this turns out. I do like how this turned out very much. I think I'm about done. Here we are. All right, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please tune in next week. We'll start the new series. We're going to do Scooby-Doo. And here soon, whenever I'm done with the next art prompt. It might be next month, actually. It might be next month when I have it edited and everything, but I'll get the next art prompt up and you'll get to enjoy that. Hopefully you thought that was fun. It's a little different than our normal. All right, I'll see y'all later. Bye.